This is Valerie M on a Friday, the fortnightly music shop show. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm only in one side of the box. I felt like being in one side of the box. But I have fabulous guests in the house tonight. A double banger. I've got, and tonight really is all about East London. It's all about East London. And I hope these guys is going to correct me because I'm sure they're all from East London. I've done my homework, don't you worry. But let me just say before this show goes up, positive affirmations to everyone joining us on the Valerie Maxfield page, on the YouTube channel, on the Twitch, and also on the wonderful Facebook, Standing in My Truth. As you know, every fortnight we bring the most amazing music from around the world, whether it be indie, whether it be urban, whether it be pop, whether it be raga, and we have a lot of American beautiful artists which we had a couple of weeks ago. Next week we've got some really great, and we've got the bank holiday. But this week let's concentrate on the people that we've got this week. And as you can see, the advert was floating round and round and round. We have the wonderful UVMUSIC in the house. That's Callie and Saint. They are with us. And Remedy will be joining, well, I think he calls himself Remedy Artist or Remedy Cure. He'll be joining us very shortly. So without further ado, I'm going to play you something first and foremost so you can have a brief idea of what these guys are really about. Let me bring you in to a track that I like. I'm going with the track that I like first. But here we go. Change Time.
All the money in the world couldn't change me. I told you we winning. There ain't a person in this place that can play me. Drunk off this line cause I'm wavy. Change me. I told you we winning. All the money in the world couldn't change me. Drunk off this life cause I'm wavy. Crazy as this. Tell me who's wavy as this. Called out my bro when he came in the click. It's too late, man, he's probably got his name in your chick. If you ain't putting words, then I ain't saving you shit. And still the pain hurts, that's the way that it is. Called out on the path to new high, shit playing with kings. Yeah, we coming for the throne, yeah, we came from the sticks. If you ain't putting words, then I ain't saving you shit. Gangsta for life, that's right. Well, you better leave the bands in the sky. Ain't nobody brave enough to catch me at night. Don't move, make sure you keep your hands to the side. Look, funny that you love me when you have me at times. But things change, I saw you through that plastic disguise. Bros on the road, try to trap me all my life, man, it's deep. That's why I gotta practice these rhymes. All the money in the world couldn't change me. Things change, I saw you through that plastic disguise. I told you we're winning. There ain't no last man in this place that can play me. I practice these rhymes off this life cause I'm wavy. Couldn't change me. I told you we're winning. All the money in the world couldn't change me.
Look,
Drunk off this life
I roll with kings, I don't like these peasants. I roll with king size, can you smell the essence? I got an aura, can you feel this presence? Committed sins and now I'm trying to get penance. Cause what I mean is I don't want me as peasants, but in a sentence, I roll with the life of a menace. Bro told me I should never forget it, instead he told me this present. So I be trying to commit sins in this volume and now everybody's feeling this pressure. Few shots of Patron in my system, then I got me twisted. Bro told me I should never on this drink, I'm feeling lifted. Go get back in the booth, trying to find this bitch with this volume and in the trap. Every day is about pressure. I'm on this man strong, now it's thinking I got me twisted. Burning all these bridges for this drink, I'm feeling lifted. Back from this pain and I swear I would never give. Brothers in the trap every day is about the whipping. I'm on this man is strong, now it's thinking all the kitchen. Burning all these bridges, still on the road to these riches. Gaining from this pain and I swear I'm never giving. Heading for the top, so don't be asking for no bringing.
All the money in the world couldn't change me. I told you we're winning. There ain't a person in this place that can play me.
And here they are.
Drunk off this life cause I'm wavy.
All the money in the world couldn't change you. Hey. Cause I'm living this life couldn't change me. Hey.
Yeah, but
What are you saying? Oh my God, Remedy's in the waiting room already, you know. OMG. Send him a text and tell him to hold tight. We are just started. Send him a text to me while you're there, guys. Okay. Good evening, UVMUSIC. How are you? Whoop whoop.
How are you?
I'm all right. You are in the house. Guys, I've been listening to you guys for a long time and watching
How
what
are
you're
you?
doing. And even with your latest track, I thought I have to get these guys on the show, especially representing East London from where I'm from. I had to give come and bring you guys some props and bring in the house. For everyone that's out there, I want you both to sort of literally just introduce yourselves and, you know, let us know who you are. Just a brief synopsis, and then I'm going to give you some serious grillings and let me go into the music that we have with you guys. Starting with you, Saint. Where did you get the name Saint from, and where did you come from, brother?
Well, Saint is just something that I kind of got from some school friends when I was younger. It's almost like an oxymoron. I'm really not a saint. It's to get into a lot of trouble.
Well, Saint is just something that I kind of got from some school friends when I was younger. It's almost like an oxymoron.
I was going to ask you that. It's all right. I'll come back to that.
And originally I'm from Portugal. Came here at like.
Yeah, that's me. Kind of met this guy somewhere along the way.
All right, so we'll come to Cali in a
like
minute.
11 years
So
old.
you came here. So you were born in Portugal.
Yeah, that's me. Kind of
Came
met
here
this
when you
guy
was
somewhere
11.
along the way.
What made you get into music? What, you're 11 years old. Did you actually? Aye. All right. So 11 years old. Did you move into East London from 11 years old? Is that where your base has always been?
Basically, my whole life. I moved to North. I was like in Edmonton for a little while, but then I've always been in East ever since then. I moved there for a couple months, and then
Basically my whole life. I moved to North.
Okay.
I was like in
Everybody
Edmonton
has to like the
for a
East.
little
I'm
while.
sorry.
But
I
then
agree.
I've always been in East.
I
Ever
agree.
since then.
I don't
moved there for a
care.
couple months, and then it's always been an
Okay,
East thing.
but what was your influences growing up? Because you didn't just you pointed at Cali, like that's who I'm into. But what were your influences growing up that made you want to do music?
well, that's the thing. I was never really into music. I used to like write one, two things. I always used to do a couple poems here and there. And
Well, that's the thing. I was never really into music. I used to like write one, two things. I always used to do a couple poems here and there.
Oh, really?
And I was really close friends with Calvin from Cali from way back. He was the first person I met when I come to this country. Actually. So he always,
I'm there going.
yeah. Cali's the very first person I met when I come to London.
So
He's
prior
my
to
first
him, you were just
friend
writing
ever
poetry
in this
and
country.
you know.
Literally.
I had my dad, because we come from Portugal, we listen to a lot of reggae music and stuff like that. But because of him growing up in the late 80s, him being
Yeah,
a teen,
I had my dad. My dad, because we come from Portugal, we listen to a lot of reggae music and stuff like that. But because of him growing up in the late 80s, him being like a teen then and coming into the 90s, he was into the 50 Cents, Tupacs, Biggies, and then we're all day long, you're speaking on the radio, just going over and over. Then I've had my influences, but I never really started writing music until Cali said,
All right. So
Saint,
you
need to put pen down to paper and write to a beat, and that's kind of how it started.
I like that, but at the same time, your dad was into reggae, dancehall, as you just said. But what really influenced you to write that, though? Write like that? Because you've got a different tone. Your tone is very distinctive.
Yeah. I can't say. That's a weird one for me. I can't say I know what. I've just always liked music. I had a passion for it, and then it's like.
Yeah.
I can express myself.
I can't say. That's a weird one for me. I can't say I know what. I've just always liked music. I had a passion for it, and then it's like. I can express myself through music, and it was one thing that I never realized. I played keys before, like I've always been into the musical side and into the writing side, like the rhymes and everything, but it was never a thing like, oh, I want to be a musician. And then all of a sudden it was like, I want to be a musician. I'm just gonna start expressing myself, and it was literally like a snap. It came out of the blue, like, and ever since then, it's just been me.
Now, which one? Hold on, let me just say something. Which one of you have got your mobile phones on? Because I can hear volume.
Some people that are watching will know. If you don't, I'm from East London.
And what it does, it bounces back. So don't worry, you get to watch yourself back straight after.
28. Is that better? Rapper, songwriter. Yeah.
You're a
28.
producer, rapper, blah blah.
Rapper.
Where were you?
Songwriter.
Where was you born? Where you come from? Where
Trying to learn a bit of the producing side as well.
Born in Chingford, lived there for about 10 years. And then I moved about a little. I lived in North London,
Yeah. Born and bred. Born in Chingford. Lived there for about 10 years.
What was your?
And then I moved about a little.
But what was?
I lived in
What
North
got
London.
you damn straight? Your
Enfield,
heart
for
is
a little
down
while.
here. You know what I'm saying?
And
Down
then
in East
came
London.
back to East,
You
and
get
ever since
me?
then I've been in East London. So
Hey,
my heart's in
right.
East London.
You know, what was your influences? What was it like growing up around music that got you into rapping?
More the culture. Everything that I grew up around was based in music. Even like sports, like basketball, like people that I
More the culture. Everything that I grew up around was based in music.
Oh,
Even
right.
like
Yeah,
sports,
yeah,
like
true,
basketball.
True.
Like some of the people that I played basketball as I grew up in like teenage years and stuff, they were rappers. Things like that, you know. Even like the estate I grew up in.
They
in
paved the
Chingford,
way, though, didn't
you
they?
know,
Really,
a lot of like
these
More
guys
Fire,
paved the way.
More Fire
You
crew,
know,
Lethal B, and then obviously, you know, all these people here, I grew up around them. You know what I'm saying? And then obviously,
growing up around him,
yeah,
the
of
radio
course.
station, XFM. So going there as a kid as well was
And then obviously, like my late uncle Pabs as well. Growing up around him, he had the radio station XFM. So going there as a kid as well was an influence, a massive influence. As a kid, you know, 9, 10 years old, I didn't know what was going on then. But then as I got older, I started to kind of tap into it a bit more. And then I was like to myself,
oh, did ya?
I want to give this a
Really?
go. And then
Interesting.
during school days is when I started doing like battle raps and stuff with people in school, just as jokes. Yeah.
Yeah. Who would?
Grime, because Grime.
Yeah, in the
when I
grime
was
scene,
in,
was it
like,
the Wiley
2006,
days? Was it like Chip
2007,
and then people? Yeah,
around them
yeah,
times,
yeah.
it was big, innit? Even from
Kano.
before then, it was big. So everyone was doing grime.
We come home from school, we watch these things on TV, and we're like,
Yeah.
I can do this. So what do I need to do
Yeah.
to get to where they are? So
we come home from school and we watch these things on TV and we're like, oh, but I can do this. So what do I need to do to, you know, to get to where they are? So it's, and then I'd have discussions with some people at school that was into the same things that I was. And they'll be like, oh, let's just do this
Where's
thing.
your
It's fun,
rapping
like,
skill
for fun.
come? Because
Like every
you're
lunchtime
saying
we'll
that
meet
you
up
had poetry,
and we'll
and
do like a league table.
were you
and
one of
people
those
battle
rappers
each
that
other.
could just
And that was literally how it started.
People used to say,
Like, mainly
to
that's
me,
how it
because
started.
obviously I've come from a singing background, and they used to say to me, how do you write your lyrics? I used to say to them, I could sing at the hum of an engine. So a lyric will come to me. You drop that sound, that beat. Is that how you freestyle? Does it just come to you naturally?
I'd say that. I'd say it's more based on my mood. Like, even like as a day-to-day thing, I rap. Even without me, I rap to myself.
Yeah, I'd say that. I'd say it's more based on my mood. Like, even like as a day-to-day thing, I rap. Even without me knowing, I rap to myself. I do it in my head. You know, it's just one of the things. But as a kid, it was more. I wouldn't say I was good at poetry,
it's funny,
but I was good at writing rhymes. If
the
that
two
makes
of you
sense.
attracted each other, so you've
And I
known each other
just
for a
worked
long
from
time.
there, and I just
Callie's
kept building
told you,
from there and
UV,
building from there.
that you should put
from there.
the lyrics,
And then
the poetry that you're writing down. You know what I mean? And you're a rhymester, and so the two came together. Where did the name UV come from?
Funny enough, it actually comes from a perfume.
What? What?
It's a long story, but basically, I was at a friend's house.
Yeah.
Funny enough, it actually comes from a perfume.
I knew he was going to say
it's
that.
a long story, but basically, I was at a friend's house, and he had this perfume from Paco Rabanne, and it was called Ultraviolet. And I said to myself, I like that name. And I said, that name speaks 1,000 words. Like, if you hear that name,
Kaleidoscopic,
and you can think of many things, for me,
this is what I'm doing.
saying?
That's
Like,
what it
someone
makes me
hears
do.
they can
It
think
makes
of
me do that.
bright, colourful, you know, days, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's positive. You know?
Yeah.
So I was like,
I used to be in a group of
yeah. So basically, I was like to myself, like, I want, because before, I used to rap by myself, and I used to be in a group before, but it didn't really work out as well, because everyone went their separate ways, and a lot of people weren't serious about it, and things, just little things really. So then I was by myself rapping for a little while. I didn't really take it too seriously, and then I think after I made the name UVM or Ultraviolet Music, that's when I started to, you know, get
like
serious
the fact.
about it.
So when did you?
And
When,
then
what was the
I
first
think
thing that
for a
you
while it was
two
on and off,
decided
innit?
to spit on?
Yeah, it was
Because
on and off. It was on
YouTube
and
was
off.
still a phenomenon for a lot of people, for a lot of
But
rappers,
about music,
and you know, to get yourself heard. What was the first thing that you did? Okay, Remedy, we're gonna bring you in a minute.
What was the first? The first thing we did was UVMUSIC, yeah, because wasn't even the UVMUSIC that you know now.
Yeah.
Because there's been another
What was
time
the
where
first
we've
thing?
The
tried.
first thing we did as UVMUSIC,
Yeah, because
wasn't even the UVMUSIC that you know now.
Yeah.
Because there's been another time where we've tried to do UVMUSIC and we went to go a certain route and it kind of didn't work. Me and Cali were involved at this point already, but it didn't really work out. So the first song we did, I remember I only had about an 8-bar verse on it.
I'm gonna I'm gonna
And it was
hold it
with
to you
Cali
guys. It's a shame
and
because
one
if
of
I
the
knew
other
that,
old
I'd
members
have
from
said to you,
UV.
bring out
And
the
that
track
didn't
and the
even
two
hit
you're gonna
YouTube.
use
That
that
stayed
right
on
at the end and you're
SoundCloud.
gonna rap
I
it.
do not
That's
remember
what
the
I
name
should
of
have
it.
done. Oh my days! How could you not? Do you know what I'm saying? Actually, I can't really say that because I have tunes that sometimes when I dig in the archive, I say, "Oh my god, I didn't know I
Can't
sang
even
that."
remember
You
it.
know,
Yeah,
so I
completely
do get where you're coming from. I'm gonna throw up a track. Let me throw up. There's 2 tracks I'm gonna put up, but they haven't got videos with it, so I'm gonna throw this in. Send Remedy another text and just let him know that we're just running a little bit 5 minutes late. So I'll clock him in at about 10 to 9. Yeah. Okay. Also, I'm just gonna drop this tune in. You're gonna say something, Callie. You pointed at me.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say the first song we actually done
Yeah.
Yeah.
as UV was Wanna Do.
And that's the track I'm about to play.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say the first song we actually done
Check this out.
as UV was Wanna Do, and that was with
There we go.
I say, yo, what we gonna do? Don't you see what's in front of you? I don't wanna be walking and looking popped up. I wanna introduce you to myself.
Dreams that money come back.
I say, yo, what we gonna do? Don't you see what's in front of you? I don't wanna be walking and looking popped up. I wanna introduce you to myself.
Dreams that
I
money
swear it's
come back.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
I wanna go and teach you what they
I've been working, I've been grinding, I've been up
things that's
all
more
night.
sensible.
Yeah.
Money is the aim and
Say,
the
yo,
dreams
are you
don't
in or you
go.
out? Can you picture this now? See me climbing to the top and you ain't bringing me down. Ever since that money drop, it's like you feeling me now. You see a brother making music, trying to figure me out. Look, are you in or you out? Can you picture this now? See me climbing to the top and you ain't bringing me down. Ever since that money drop, it's like you feeling me now. You see a brother making my head trying to figure me out. It's gangland when I'm walking in the city. And your energy is negative, don't bring it around. Actions speak louder than words, you ain't settling down. What's the only way somebody right head in this cloud? Dreams that money come back. It's gangland when I walk in this CVM. I've been working, I've been grinding. Actions speak louder than words, you better talk this if when the name's a plan, little man, you better forfeit. Dreams that money come back. Yeah. I've been working, I've been grinding, I've been up all night. Yeah. I say, yo, what we gonna do?
I swear it's unbelievable. I wanna go and teach you a thing or two. Aiming for things that's more sensible. Money is the aim and the dreams don't
I'm just
roll.
trying to get the set like
What's that?
I said saying that. Do you know what? I'm guessing you're gonna.
You know what?
ask a question about the song.
Go on.
No, saying that.
Please do.
I said saying
Because I'm going
that.
to ask
Do
you,
you know
what
what?
are these? What it
I'm
is
guessing you're
the
gonna ask a question
connotations
about the
behind the
song.
songs that you've written?
No, so
When we
should I explain about the song
first
basically?
started writing the song,
Okay, so
it wasn't just me and Saint that was in UVM. So there was another person.
okay, so when we initially first started writing the
in
song,
the group as well.
it wasn't just me and Saint that was in UVM. So there was another person. I'm not gonna mention his name. And he was in the group as well. And it was all going well. And that was the first song we wrote. And then after we recorded the song, we was trying to do a thing where it was do another 2, then we'll work on the first song we've done, and then at least we're a step ahead.
Two steps
ahead. So we don't have to think about making the next song. We can do the video.
And
So
have
it
a
was all
backup
going well,
already.
you know. We was trying to plan meetups. It didn't really go to plan, but it did. If that made sense.
Oh.
Eventually, it did.
So you
So
actually
then
do
when
have
we
a
was
video
planning
for
the
this
video,
tune?
got everything down. and then if I'm honest with you, nothing come of it.
You need to do a video. Is
We
that
we
person's
was
voice
planning
on
the
this
video.
track?
Yeah.
We was ready to do it,
And
but
we
Sounded
ended
her
up
too.
by not recording anything at all.
yeah.
I don't care. The rhythm. Who's your producer? Who makes the
Yeah.
beats?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not myself. So the person on the
people.
hook.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big up JRJ.
Do you know what?
Yeah,
Our main producers are JRJ.
Back.
Guy, he goes
I'm
by
going
the
to throw
name
in
of
another
JRJ.
track here. So
and
you've got
Sil-
one to do. And here's a
And
track
then
that
Silver
I like
Slims.
as well. Give
Yeah,
me the
Silver
background
Slims.
of
On
this one.
Insta,
I'm going to
also
fling
known
it in.
as Silver's
I'm going to
Lounge.
throw it in.
But they're the main
And actually, I'm going to fling it in. If I could fling it, I would. So here I'm going to fling it in. Love this tune. Here we go. Reset. Where are you, Reset? Oh, great. You're playing on its own by yourself. Come on. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Nice.
If you ain't in the plan, you better reset.
Reset.
If you ain't in the plan, you better
Look, 10
reset.
racks up and we ain't shoveling snow. I've come a long way from having cuts in my clothes. Nothing like bricks and mules cutting it close. I do this for my team cause I won't run in alone. And that producer ain't the 10 racks dust and we ain't shoveling snow. I wanna trap for the gold. Come a long way numbers and cuts. I'm some Hennessy and energy. A couple of mules cutting it close. Change up in your eyes, my team cause I won't run in alone. And that producer ain't I'm in love with the crust and the stone. I wanna cat cause I'm just coming in slow. I need years of vacation, that's the hustler's go. Let me strike your pose. See the stamina I'm full. And if you're hungry, better eat up. My boy said he found a good girl and said she wasn't sweet once. Coming feds come, I need knees up. Vacation, that's one way down the wrong way. You know they couldn't keep up. My ex said I wouldn't be much. They saw the drip and then they freeze on. It's rainwater when I clean up. Remember when they said they didn't need us? It's east side up in the blue, so put your ease up.
I'm coming for the blacks, the numbers in all the gold. Shorty saw the bag, now she wanna drop it low.
When I clean up.
If you ain't in the plan, you better reset. If you take it L, we gotta reset. I'm coming for the blacks, the numbers in all the gold. Shorty saw the bag, now she wanna drop it low. If you ain't in the plan, you better reset. If you take it L, we reset. So now I'm coming, yeah, it's funny and that. A couple people say they made it, but they're still in the track. A couple people say they're blowing, and if you ain't in the plan, you better make it to the top. Whether it's the love us or not, someone told me up front that was stepping the back. And now I'm seeing old faces and they're starting to crack. I guess the lights go up, people say the door off, the little holes on the doors been closed, and we're evading your traps. And we're trying to make it, we're trying to get our name on the map. We got a UVM, bros, the way we flowing is done. My nigga California said let's go to the back. I wanna do a little shopping, get some clothes, and we're evading your traps. And we're trying to make it, we're trying to get our name on the map. We got a UVM, bros, the way we flowing is done. My nigga California said let's go to the bank. I wanna do a little shopping, get some jeans and a hat. Instead he got 5 crepes, a full suit in a bag. I say Cali, you be splashing.
Yeah? I'm keeping it real. You get me? If you're not in with it and you ain't resetting, you're a loser. Yes? Set the program. No, I've got to stop interpreting your lyrics. This is Valerie Starr. Welcome to Valerie M's show, the Fortnightly Music. Brothers, I love it. I love it. Where did Reset come from? And again, who's the beats behind that?
Right, so this one, yeah, JRJ is the one that produced Reset for us. So, right, so this one, yeah, JRJ is the one that produced Reset for us. We generally don't use YouTube beats.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so we purchased the beat from a producer called Oh Boy actually. So we on YouTube, we come across it. We generally don't use YouTube beats, but this one was too good to pass up on. So we hit him up, we got the beat, and then we went to JRJ's, we recorded it. And the name of the song Reset for us was kind of like when me and Cali decided together like that. UVM is
I had a
me
feeling,
and Cali,
but I didn't want to say it.
it's the of UVM. So
I
if
get
we
it.
take an
I
L,
get it.
we got a
And
reset.
this is where you
We took
started
an L
to
and
grow
we
from there.
reset.
Did Ghost come before Reset as well? So one of the Ghost was around the same time.
And that's
wasn't
where
it?
Reset really came about from.
Yeah.
So Ghost was on the EP. we made an EP called Black Rose.
Okay, you can keep talking because I'm going to throw in Ghost
song
behind
Ghost?
so people can hear it.
No, so Ghost
so keep telling us.
On the EP.
was on the we made an EP called Black Rose.
That was our
And
last.
We can hear you.
yeah, that was on.
So it was an EP.
Yeah, and that was our last.
In a world where you got no west.
From the EP.
That
love
was the
Ghost.
first.
You got no trust.
So it was an EP, 5-track EP.
That
That
was to return, there ain't no
was-
point, I ain't making no
Yeah,
noise.
the last song that we worked
Yeah,
on the
we just move while we sipping Grey Goose. And it gets rocky when these roads ain't smooth and you realise that some homeboys ain't your homeboys. It ain't a race and you're crashing through the gates and there's no noise. You see that your guidance run away. We just move while we sipping Grey Goose. Find my own way. And it gets rocky when my medicine and I ain't had to realise that some homeboys ain't your homeboys. It ain't a race when you're crashing through the gates and as you go in then you see that your guidance run away. No trace, have to find my own way. Giving up my medicine and I ain't had a taste. And calm as a
Why? Why'd you
bitch.
say
Got me
that?
out of
Why'd
place
you
in
say
the never ending
specifically?
race.
Why?
Doing with them, it was something that it took work specifically as well for the song.
wasn't something that could
Is there any is there a
be
backstory
done
to this
straight
tune,
away.
Ghost?
It took time. We had to go home, think it over how we want to go about this, how we want to approach
Okay.
this song,
Based on different,
and
maybe
yeah, and
should I say, but
That-
it all kind of composed to one.
it was a backstory to the whole.
So it's like
thing,
the
to
start
whole
of your
project.
journey,
Yeah.
losing people
So
along
it's
the way when you
based
were
on
trying to put
different,
this all together.
maybe stories,
And
should I
so here
say?
you are,
But
'cause
it
you've
all
got
kind
one
of
to do, and
composed
then
to one
you've
subject,
reset,
if that
and then
makes
you've got the
sense.
ghost, and because this is what you're, this is what I'm picking up from the story. You guys have really got a story in there, and it's telling it. That's what I pick up, and this is why I wanted to sort of get you guys here to sort of like let people hear that you're doing your life journey through these music. Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas some people, I find that even though they're rappers, they just do it because it's the glory of the watch and it's the glory of the trainers and it's the glory of the jacket, it's the glory of the gold in the earrings, and I can get the booty, but there's no substance because anybody can get booty. Anybody can buy a gold watch. Don't let me go into Jamaican. Please don't let me go into Jamaican, right? But I'm going to bring up the story to where we are with. I love this tune as well. I love all your tunes. So, we're coming to the end of you guys. So here you are. You've released a few tracks. And Nighttime is one of them that I know as well that you've put out there. Let me just throw this in. I'm skanking. Hey.
Change pace, switch gears, I got a need to speak. This year I'm trying to get it in like it's a BNE.
Hey.
We keep on working through the night, there ain't no need to sleep. Getting this money, stick to action, cause the talk is cheap. Catch flights, do it right. Change pace, switch gears, I got a need to speak. This year I'm trying to get it in like it's a BNE. Five man, keep on working the night, there ain't no need to come alive. Getting this money, stick to action, cause the talk is cheap. Catch flights, do it right. Cold drinks, see me chilling in the bar with the guys. Senorita by my side, when I see her looking fine, my system looking fine. But London, they come alive. Ain't trying to play games. You be joking with faces, there ain't no way we're on the same stage. Giving chase, play shit, rockin' the bass, my space. All this liquor in my system, I can't feel it in the face. Get no rest, ain't trying to play games. You be jokers with aces, there ain't no way we're on the same stage. I made the place shake, you can't process. In the city, you get no rest. In the city, you get no rest. We want no, keep it 100, we want no 20 vision, I see no 20 vision, I see no rest. You can't process, cooling on the dogs, I come with the hounds. Jay on the beat, keep it 100, we want no less. 20 vision, I see no stress. On the way when you're stuck in this, you can't process. Mission on the train and I'm running it down. Throw the plug in the house, wait till he's plugging it out. Jay on the beat, I can't really wanna blow and it's bugging me out. I don't drink champagne, but I'm chugging it down. On the way when you're stuck in the
Hey.
Mission on the train and I'm running
Who
it
was
down.
singing
Throw
that
the
bit?
plug in the house, wait till he's
In the
plugging it out.
nighttime.
Really wanna blow and it's bugging me out. I don't drink champagne, but I'm chugging it down.
Hey. Jay, John. In the nighttime.
Do you know what?
I'm on a roll here. I'm on a roll, guys.
Hey, yo, Jay.
You know what's funny about that song?
Go.
One day we was like to him, we just want to make a song, a random song. Just
Do you know what's so funny about
went
that?
into the studio. And
You know what's funny about that song? One day we was like to him, we just want to make a song, a random song, just anything, innit? And we went into the studio
Right.
And with JRJ,
Tell him I'm
he's
coming
very,
for some beats. I'm
he's
coming
very,
for some
very
beats,
creative.
J.A.
But he's so creative that he'll
I
put
want
a
to
sound
get
that
in
you
with
don't
you
like,
lot. I'm
but
going to
he'll
get
make
the
you like
beats.
it.
Let's do this.
He's one.
I'm going to do it.
make
I'm going to come and sing the
he'll
vocals
shove it
on
in
your
your-
next tune. I'm just joking, guys. I love.
Yeah.
Here we are. We've got Nighttime. And we've got this one called Change Time. Well, I think Jade. That's it. Here we go. Have I put back my favourite tune again? Let me go back. Yeah, I must really like this tune. Hold on.
Change pace,
Hey.
I got a need to speak this.
Hey.
Change pace, switch gears, I got a need to speak this. The world could've changed me. I told you we winning. There ain't a person in this place that can play me. Drunk off this life cause I'm wavy. All the money in the world could've changed me. All the money in the world could've changed winning. There ain't a person in this place that can play me. Drunk off this life cause I'm wavy. Tell me who's wavy as this. Called out my bro when he came in the click. It's too late, man, he's probably got his name in your chick. If you ain't putting work, then I ain't saving you shit. It's still the craziest this, that's the way that it is. Tell me who's wavy as this. Playing with called out my bro when he came in the click. It's too late, man, he's probably got his name in your chick. Gangsta in life, that's right, I ain't saving you better leave the band, still the sky hurts. Ain't nobody brave enough to catch me at night. Don't move, playing with kings behind. You become a side throne, funny, you came love me when you have me at times. But things change, I saw you laugh, that's in the sky. You better leave the band, still the sky. Trap me for life, brave enough to catch me at night. Practice these rhymes, all the money behind, still the side change. Funny that you love me when you have me at times. But things change, I saw you with that plastic disguise. Person is place that can play me, trap me for life, trying to steal. That's why I gotta practice these rhymes. All the money in the world could've changed me.
We know.
There ain't a person in this place that can
I roll
play
with
me.
kings, I don't like these peasants.
This life cause
I
I'm
roll with
wavy.
king size, can you smell the essence? I've got an aura, can you feel this presence? All the committed sins and now I'm trying to get penance. Cause what I mean is I don't want me a sentence, but ain't a sentence. I roll with kings, I don't like menace. Bro told me I should never forget it. Say he's got an essence. So I be trying to aura, can you feel this presence? Everybody committed sins and now I'm trying to get penance. Cause what I mean is I don't want me a sentence, but ain't a sentence. It's the life of a menace. Bro told me I should never forget it. Instead he told me go get it.
Yeah,
So I be trying to feel this gut with
you're
this
drinking
volume
that
and
Hennessy and you're
everybody's
feeling
this pressure.
lifted.
Few shots of Patron,
Okay,
the liquor got me twisted.
okay. I've got Remedy
Keep on sipping on
already
this
in the
drink, I'm
house.
feeling
Now I'm
lifted.
gonna try and see if I
Taking the finish back
can
to
bring him up
business.
on the screen. So what Remedy? How you doing?
Good, I'm here. I'm out here.
I know. Hold on, I'm gonna try and get you up on the screen. You're all wearing t-shirt. Okay, hang on
Good, I'm
tight,
here,
guys.
I'm
I'm gonna
here.
mess
Looking
mess
at you.
around with this. Let's get Remedy in here somewhere. Because right now I'm gonna move myself over. Gonna put myself out the picture, and let's see if I can bring in Remedy. I mean, these guys are going to drop out very, very soon. Right, I can't seem to get you on. Where are you? You're going to have to bring your camera. Let's have a look. Let's see if I can get you up on the screen. There you are. Yeah, you need to move your camera a little bit the other way, Remedy. Yeah, keep going. No,
Yeah,
the other way.
go more to
Other
the
way.
left.
Other way.
Push it.
Other way. Other
There
way.
we
Keep
go.
more. No. To the left, to the left, to the left. Yay! Oh, no.
Yeah, that's
You've
right.
gone again.
Hey, yeah.
Is there a ghost in the house? There.
It's moving. It keeps moving.
Yeah.
Look, that's
You
it.
know what,
Right.
think it's
We're
just
going to bring
lagging.
you in any minute, right? Let me bring the guys back in. So I'll have the guys up
It's
first.
there, stay
before
there.
we drop in and bring in Remedy down the bottom. So I'm going to come back to Callie and you guys.
You got me.
Let's see. On the screen, let's get you. Let's just bring you guys back in. Let's just do that. Okay. Let's transition you. All right. Here we go. Callie and UV. Yeah, there he is. He's down there somewhere. He's down there somewhere. I can see him. I can see you. Right. Okay. I'll bring him up in a moment. I'll bring him straight back in a moment. But for the time being, we are still dealing with you guys. So, change time. We've got your latest track out at the moment. What's that track that you've got out at the moment? Give me why have you got that particular track going on?
Well, okay, because I recently, I think 2 weeks ago.
I love you got that. It's a burning heart.
Okay,
it's beautiful heart. That's
recently,
burning.
I think 2 weeks ago. Is it 2 weeks ago?
Just my project alone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, all of it is just me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Saint. I didn't know that. I thought it was two of you together.
That's just my project alone. So what we decided to, all of it is just me. And there's a feature
together. I mean, at different times. Sorry, like do our separate EPs.
So we basically decided to do our separate
and then come back. So
together. I mean,
everyone does
at
that.
Different times,
Everyone does that.
Like do our separate EPs basically, and see how it goes for us on that end of music. Yeah.
Well, it's not like. It's just we want to test the waters with our own skills, see what we can do ourselves.
Yeah.
Also because we do a type of music generically when we're together, but me personally, I love storytelling. So for me doing an EP right now, for example, I'm working on an EP that's really based on storytelling, and that's something that I think is one of my fortes. So when we made the decision for Cali to work on his own EP, on something of his end that he wants to demonstrate that he can do and show his versatility. And I also want to do my thing on the side. But then we're also UVM together. That doesn't change anything.
Actually working together. And it's a rare thing in the music industry because everybody has ambitions to be an artist. Everybody wants to be, that person wants to, have the fame and glory. But it's funny when you have the understanding and the communication, which is, I'm going to do this and you're going to do this, but at the same time, you're still called UVMUSIC. And for me, I want to thank you guys for coming in and actually sharing your songs with, I've got them and sharing the background to your songs. What I'd love to do is 6 months down the line, let's see where you are with both your EPs, your separate projects, get you back on so we can let everybody see. So right now, we have got UVMUSIC and we've heard of what you guys have been doing at the moment. It'd be really interesting to hear your separate projects together, as I said. But in the meantime, I just want to give a bow and a whoop whoop and a yay. And if anything, I'm going to get you to log out. And then if anything, I'll get you guys to probably come back in about half an hour's time because I've got Remedy ready. I'm sure he's there with his hands up going, yeah, I'm here. Like, yeah, we got you, Remedy. He's been waiting for a little while. But let me just say thank you for coming on to Standing in My Truth, the Fortnightly Music Show. Now, hey, it was my pleasure. It was all about showcasing, letting people hear what you've got, where you're from. Big up the East London boys. And I'll see you on the flip side.
Thank you for having us on.
Clock back in. You've got the details. Give it about half an hour. I want you guys to clock back in and to say bye to everybody. See you later. Bye. Remedy, where are you?
All right, okay.
Hey, how you doing?
See you later, bye.
I am very, very good indeed. Let's hope I don't lose you. If we do lose each other, don't worry, just log back in again, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
So I'm just transitioning to make sure that thank you for joining me on Standing in My Truth, the Music ShOp Show. It's
I will do.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're an East London boy, I hope. From what I gathered, Hey!
Yeah, no, that's cool. Thank you for having me, man. Appreciate it.
Introduce yourself to the audience and let them know where your name.
Yeah, of course, in East London, through and through. Hey.
You come from Crooklyn, yeah?
So I go by the name of Remedy Cure.
You come
Originally,
from
I'm from
Brooklyn.
Leytonstone, born in Hackney though.
Brooklyn.
And yeah, most of my
Excellent.
family, they reside in Hackney. So yeah,
Let's get a
East London through and
backdraft
through.
as to who where you actually come from. Growing up, so
Could
you
say
were
that, could
originally
say
from
that.
Leytonstone, the majority, but in Hackney. What was it like growing up around that time, or what was the musical influences for you?
Growing up in East London,
Yeah.
Waltham Forest Borough, is a bit, I don't know, there was a lot of gangs at them time, man, and they used to fly colours, so yeah, man, there was definitely like two major gangs that everybody knew in the growing up in East London, Waltham Forest Borough is a bit, I don't know, there was a lot of gangs at them time, man, and they used to fly colours, so yeah, man, there was definitely like two major gangs that like everybody knew in our area.
Yeah,
But
for real.
yeah, man, you just
real.
pretty much kept your head down or did what you needed to do to get around. But growing up in East London,
Which is, I
there's
always
always
say,
a,
I
there's always a
always say that
situation.
East
That's all I
London's
can
got
say.
it going on
Growing up in
more
East
than
London,
South,
but
they always
it had its
say
good
never
times as
South
well. Though it
London,
had its good
otherwise I'm in
times.
Northwest
They know how to,
London and
we
I'm
know how
like,
to
yo,
party in East
bro,
London, you know.
it's okay. We just have a different. It's like we have East London is like a whole different country to everywhere else. Do you know what I mean? It's a whole different vibe. What was your influences growing up around you? So, all right, fair enough. You've seen other gangs and you've kept your head down, and you decided that writing music.
Yeah.
What was your musical influence?
A lot of my family do music, so.
Oh right, okay. Name some.
Yeah, my dad sings, like my uncles as well.
Who's your
like,
dad?
a few of my cousins.
Who's your dad?
A lot of my family do music,
Who's your dad?
so
Come on.
even my dad sings. So yeah, my dad
I
sings,
love it.
like my
I love
uncles
it.
as well, like a few of my cousins. Pardon? Yeah. He's not like famous or anything. He just sings around the house, you know. But yeah, he's got a decent voice. But yeah, like my uncles,
Any
my
particular
cousins,
music
they all
that
sing. So there's
infused
a few
you?
of us out at the moment actually. But yeah, that we're just a very musically orientated
I
family.
can see
That's
by
where
the
most of my
flags.
inspiration came from. Yeah, so my family roots are
Nice.
Jamaican and Trini. So um yeah, I got like dancehall. Yeah, I got like dancehall, soca vibes behind me, a little bit of reggae, of course. Every Sunday somebody's playing some reggae in my house. So yeah, man, definitely gotta keep it roots. But for me, I really
What was
just
your
enjoyed rap.
first
Like
sort of?
rap
What
just
was the
caught
first thing
me
that you
when I was
rapped
young.
on? And
It just
actually,
talked about
when I say
situations that I
rap,
went through and I
spat
could
on,
just relate to the
and
music
then
a
you've
lot.
had it as
But
like you
yeah, that's
spat
pretty
on it
much
and say,
how I got
yeah,
into music
that's
as
my
well.
first, lyrical content that I want people to hear.
Oh, I don't know if I remember them lyrics.
Okay, but you remember the tune though.
Yeah, there was a guy, so it would
Oh
have.
yeah.
Yeah, he was basically. Oh, I don't know if I remember them lyrics. But yeah, there was a guy on YouTube called T.C. Yeah, he was basically somebody that a lot of the people in my area, they were like listening to his music,
Yeah.
and basically that's where I first spat a song. I can't even remember what the song was called, but that's where I started. And I remember I did it on like a PlayStation mic. I had like used to hook it up to a PlayStation. Yeah,
Oh wow. And you're so young. How
there was
did
a
you
game
not
called
have
Get on the
them?
Mic,
You're
and it was
too
like a
young
rap
not to
game. But
remember them.
that was the first time I actually wrote lyrics and put it down. And yeah, man, good memories.
So
I got the
rapping,
memories,
you
but
felt that
don't have them
was
anymore.
did someone say to you that look, you sound really good, or you've got a good voice, and you decided to make that
Oh, I've
step
just wrote
forward
so
into
many
it? Was it
lyrics and
always
stuff,
that
so I
passion
can't remember the
that you
lyrics.
wanted to do? Because some people say I rap to get out of the ghetto, and I'm sorry, we don't live in ghettos, but people say we rap to get out of the ghetto, we rap to come out of our situation, or was it to help you, keep yourself sane for what all the things that was going on?
To be honest, it just started as a hobby, to be honest. And then I really enjoyed the writing side of things and being able to use wordplay. And I just evolved into really wanting to do it. To be honest, it just started as a hobby, to be honest. And then I really enjoyed the writing side of things
Bloody hell.
and being able to use
Okay, let's
wordplay.
see
And
if
I
can
just
get him
evolved
back.
into really wanting to do it
I knew
and
that would
progressing.
happen. Let me just.
And to be honest, I
let's
didn't
bring
really
him
want
back.
to.
Let's see if he will log back in. Bring him back. Where is he? I could actually hear it. I could see his computer was whoop whoop, ding ding ding. So let's hope I can bring him back. Come back, Remedy. All is forgiven. Come back. I'm sure he'll be back in very, very, very shortly. Okay, I told you. Let's see, where are you? Yay!
Hello?
Hi. Okay, I can.
I don't know what happened.
Oh, that's okay. That's totally okay. You dropped out there for a hot minute. Let's see if I can get you back up on the screen. You don't
Hello?
seem to be there anymore.
I don't know what happened.
We can hear you, but we just can't see you. Not sure why. Okay. Let's see what we can do. All right. You're going to have to probably log back out and log back in again. No, don't do anything. No, stay right there. Because this is the beauty of being live, you know. Honest to God.
Yeah, I know.
This is the beauty that, you know, I've put myself in live.
Okay, I'll
And
try.
I think I may have got you. I hope. So let's go back. I may
Yeah, I
have
know.
you back. I do. I am just so good. Hell to the yeah, I am just so good. I'm only joking. A little dabble,
Yeah,
moving
right.
the little keys here and there. We're there. Yo, hey, Mastermind, how you doing? Thank you for tuning in, and to Chris Dubry in the chat room. Remedy, let's go back. So you said you were like the rapping, and you know that's it. You just like the writing side of it. So tell me more.
Yeah, like the word play with the way that the lyrics are used, it just really caught my attention, and
Yeah.
It just made me think, and it expanded my mind. Like any song I do now, like I research.
Yeah.
Like yeah, like the word play with the way that the lyrics are used, it just really caught my attention, and it just made me think, and it expanded my mind. Like any song I do now, like I research. Like I've got unreleased songs. I'm just gonna tell you about one. There's an unreleased song called Voodoo. Now, I didn't even know voodoo was an actual religion, but it's an actual religion in Haiti. So when I'm doing music, I'm finding out all these other things, and I just really enjoy it, to be honest.
The latest track that you've got released at the moment, I'm going to throw this one in the mix because
Yeah.
I quite like this tune. Here we go. Mr. Remedy Cure.
Yeah. Okay.
Rams. Blowing trees on a summer's day. Sipping off some rum with lemonade. Getting wavy in the park, me and all the fade. I see a fly team clocking her through my rays. Looking like a stunner with a money shade. She looks bad, you know she trees on the summer's day. Ride smooth, got the body of an escalade. Getting wavy in the park, me and all the fade. I see a fly team clocking her through my rays. Link up with my way, stunner with a money shade. She looks bad, Skittles and a ring of panic. Slim blue, I rolled out with the body of an escalade. Sipping away, drink while we roll the roll. Hit the park, see a flock of birds come and go. While we pull my eye, looking like a pot of gold. Back me riders with the tops that let's get some shows. I'm a water sign, I can get you wet, get you wet. I just like to be direct, not for real. I got skills, I don't mean no disrespect. Got some games we can play. While we pull my eye, looking like a pot of gold. Back me riders with the tops that let's get some shows. I'm a water sign, I can get you wet, get you wet. I ain't rude, I just like to be direct, not for real. I got skills, I don't mean no disrespect. Got some games we can play with the 6 on in the shade. Bringing out the pool with the slip and slide. Super soaker water bombs that we customize. Girl, I hope you ready for this water fight. I keep you wet cause I don't like my women dry.
I love it. I don't like my women. You know what I notice about your songs as well?
Yeah,
They are happy vibes, but at the same time you got that little, you know, that dancehall vibe in it where you know the back in the day slang thing sort of lyrical content where, you know, I don't want to say it, but you know, it's that whole yes, I love you, baby. Yes, I want your baby, and I want to give you the backslide, baby, and all of those lyrics. That's what, you know. And I thought, what does this guy know about these lyrics? These two young
you know what I
kids,
mean?
you know,
Yeah.
coming up with those lyrics. Nobody sings like that or raps like that too tough anymore. And this is what intrigues me about you. You're bringing back old school. For such a young head, you're bringing back old school style. You see, for that tune, like, you know, that you put out like what 11 months ago,
Yeah.
right? It could have been longer. It reminded me a lot of Will Smith. It had that whole American connotation with Will Smith. What was the backstory on that?
So basically, I like when it's hot outside. I was born in like the summer as well, innit? So when summer comes about, it's just like it's my time of the year. That's when parties are happening. You got. So basically, I like when it's hot outside. I was born in like the summer as well, innit? So when summer comes about, it's just like it's my time of the year. That's when parties are happening.
Hey.
You got, and I just thought, I haven't seen anyone do like a shoot in the park. Let me do a shoot in the park as well. And then the song just came to mind, like blowing trees on a summer's day, sipping on some rock mixed with lemonade. And I was just like, and it just came through, and like the vibes was just there. And then everybody just started, everybody that came through to the video shoot was just like, they just really liked the song, and they was like, yeah, they want to get involved and this, that, and the other. And the whole concept just came together. And generally, when you're out on a summer's day, as a guy, if you see a nice girl, you're gonna want to go talk to her. You want to go say hello, get her number, get her name, see what she's about, and that's how the song came about, basically. Just a summer's day.
And the music that you've grown up with. Another track that I found that was really, I want to know why you did this particular track. Check this one out. Don't laugh. But I like this one. Hold on, let's get rid of this one because I've played this one already. I could play this one all day long as it goes. Yeah. You knew that, did ya? Did you know I was going to play this?
It's a proper vibe, isn't it?
This tune is bad. Everybody likes it.
I knew this song was coming up.
Hosting a chocolate party.
Everybody loves this
Give you
song.
something sweet and naughty. Caramel thick got body. I just want some cocoa shawty. Mixing vanilla, got it real smooth. Hosting a chocolate party. Come and take a bite and party. Caramel thick got the laughy. I just be my flick for the day. I just want someone that can break. Work off late. Crumble in my arms, I create. Show me how to chocolate shake. Whisper, then you make me roll like Simba. Swear I wish you would be my place for the day. I just want someone I can break. Work off late. Crumble in my arms, we create. Chocolate flower like a rose. Sweeter than the barrel caramel. Rock and roll like chocolate antidote. Melting down the surprise from spoon for the sugar. Help my medicine be asking for the finger. Dipping it in hot cocoa for the picture. Gold, flower like a rose. Sweeter than the barrel caramel. Wrapped in gold. Chocolate antidote. Melting down your throat. Spoon for the sugar. Help the medicine go slow. We can take time. Give you something sweet what you want from me. Know you got some dreams, what's your fantasy? We can have some fun with machinery. Come and join my chocolate factory. Give you something sweet what you want from me. Give you something sweet what you want from me. Know you got some dreams, what's your fantasy? We can have some fun with machinery. Give you something sweet and factory. Give you something sweet what you want from me. I know you got some dreams, what's your fantasy? We can have some fun with machinery. Hosting a chocolate party. Give you something sweet and naughty. Caramel thick got body.
Love
I just want
it, love it, love it. I love it.
Mixing vanilla, got it real smooth. Velvety milk, I didn't need you. Come and
Hey!
Yeah. I like that one.
Oh God, I love it. I really, really do. And I love the concept where you use the flake and the swirl of the chocolate, and rather than have the women, you've used everyone's. You've given people something to think about, the visualization, and that's what sold it for me. That's what sold it. So who came up with the concept for that video?
Oh, I did.
Really?
Yeah. So originally I wanted to shoot a video, but because of COVID and everything, it was just hard to get like a setting that I wanted. Oh, I did. I'm a very creative person. So originally I wanted to shoot a video, but because of COVID and everything, it was just hard to get like a setting that I wanted. I wanted to shoot, like I'm a very creative person, so when I have a video idea, it's never something small, it's always got to be like dramatic. It's never something easy and simple where I can just like go on the street and just, you know, record a video and then come back. Like, it's always got to be, like, for this one, I would have had, like, probably, like, would have got,
down the
like,
high
my
road.
boys, which
Yeah.
UVM's part of, would have got some
Outside
girls
the
as
sweet
well,
shop.
would have pretended that I'm having a chocolate party. I would have had to hire out, like, a sweet shop or something down the high road. But, yeah, so I just thought, yeah, man, just yeah, keep it nice and simple. But yeah, so I thought to myself, well,
Right,
COVID's
it
not on.
does.
What's another visual way that I
Love
can
it,
really
love it.
get
I'm
the
gonna
song
throw it
out
back
there?
on in a
And
minute. I love
even if
it.
people don't fully
Before we go
understand,
out,
they'll
I'm
still get
playing
the
that tune
ideas. Like,
again.
oh, he said
It's
this
definitely
chocolate
got
bar,
to come on
and
top
oh,
of
he
that.
said
It's
that chocolate bar, and
absolutely.
he's like, oh, this song
Where
really
are
makes
you right
sense.
now?
And that's
As
what
I
I
mean,
came up
COVID
with.
must have
So
been
yeah,
hard because
that's pretty
when
much
I
how it
look,
happened.
I'm looking at your career as it is, and you know, you seem to be releasing quite
That's
a few
fine.
songs. I would say every 6 months, I guess. Have you written an album? Is there an EP coming? What's the plan?
Yeah, funny you should say that, actually. I've got an EP dropping at the end of this month. So on the 30th, it's gonna drop on the 30th. It's 7 tracks, and it's got like 4 skits in it. So yeah, funny you should say that, actually. I've got an EP dropping at the end of this month. So on the 30th, it's gonna drop on the 30th. It's 7 tracks, and it's got like 4 skits in it. So that kind of breaks up. So altogether, there's like 11 like tracks. It's about 25 minutes altogether. But yeah, COVID affected my music in the sense I couldn't go to the studio to record. I couldn't really get. So basically, I was just
I can't
writing
wait
loads
to
of
hear this
material.
EP.
So
Do you know what I mean?
all that material that I've been writing over
that's
COVID.
one that's gonna be, you know what I mean, and play it on my shows and
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
The EP, it's a little different from my other stuff as well. So it'll be interesting to see how people take to it. It's a bit more emotional, you know. It's like the first time I'm letting people into like the heart of
Yeah, well,
yeah, the EP
And
it's
this is
it's a
why
little
you're-
different from
you
my
know,
other
the
stuff
art-
as
the
well.
truth is still
So
standing in
it'll
my
be
truth.
interesting to see
It's
how
about
people take to
you.
it.
It's all about
It's a bit
you.
more emotional,
You know,
you know. It's
If
like the
I'm
first time
gonna
I'm
ask
letting
you another
people into
question, which
like
is this.
the heart of Remedy
Where
Cure.
do
So
you say you like
yeah,
the
it'll be
story
good.
writing and you do your research, but what is it that actually influences you?
Yeah.
What is it that really tugs at your heartstring to say I am going to do that, or is it mainly purely imagination?
No, it's I have a connection to music. So my granddad was like a pastor of a church, and he was also a musician himself in back in Jamaica. So no, I have a connection to music. So my granddad was like a pastor of a church, and he was also a musician himself in back in Jamaica. So that's pretty much where it's more my dad's side that's into the music, but that's pretty much where the music influence started, and that's why so many of us are still into the music. Like we're really strong in music, and I've got a really strong family bond, and
it keeps
music
you
is
sane,
another
doesn't it, within
way
the
that
whole-
our family
especially
bonds
within the
together.
lockdown, even if
So
you're in
we have
different
meetups and we have sing-alongs.
and
Like I was
it's
with my
allowed
cousin
you
last
to
week, and
still
I was
express
helping her write a
yourself, I
song.
guess,
So
and
yeah,
keep you
music's just
sane.
something that
Because
we
there's a
do
lot-
as a
I
family
mean,
as well.
I'm not saying this is where you're at, but I
Yeah,
guess
it
you're
does.
hearing about there's a lot of the youths out there who are
Yeah.
struggling to keep it together, mental health, anxiety. They probably don't have the same strength as you do. You know, what is it apart from the music? What is it else that keeps you going? I know you have a job. I know you're in with UVMUSIC as well.
Yeah.
So you guys are all entwined. What is it that, you know, apart from music, keeps you guys like we need to be successful. We need to make something of ourselves.
Well, I think what really pushes us, we all just come from the same area. We came from the same we all grew up pretty much the same. And when we linked up, we just basically, I'm talking about like UVMUSIC. Well, I think what really pushes us, we all just come from the same area. We came from the same we all grew up pretty much the same. And when we linked up, we just basically, I'm talking about like UVMUSIC right now. We also got 2 other people, Rams and Tiny. Shout out Rams and Tiny. They got stuff as well. But yeah, we all just we've just come together, and we all met. I think we all rarely met and came together last year during lockdown. And we all do music, and it's just been able to put us all together. It freed our mind. Like with COVID, a lot of people were struggling mentally as well. So it just allowed us to all bounce off of each other. If anyone was down, we could talk to that person, and yeah,
and
like
keep
we're
you
basically
sane,
we've
keep
created
you
our own little
actually
family together.
sane, doesn't it?
So that's just another thing that's tied. That
I'm
music
gonna throw
has
in this
helped
tune,
me.
which I love. It
It's just
just
another thing
reminds me of
music has
back
done
home
for
in
me. So like,
Jamaica.
I don't even know
And
what to say.
oh my god,
Yeah, it
you
keeps me
know which
sane.
one I'm gonna
Definitely.
throw in. I'm like,
Yeah.
where does this guy get this from? He needs to behave. And I think it's caught a lot of people's imagination.
Oh yeah, is that
And it
Jamaica?
really needs to get out there. And I'm going to play it right now.
Yeah,
This
I know.
tune
I
is your
know.
latest tune that's out on the market. It's only it's only like couple of it's only a couple of weeks old, and I am just grateful I'm the first person to catch you and actually get you on air to play Tatiana.
Let me get my flag for this.
Hey, what Tatiana no?
Tatiana, 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 gonna Tatiana. You tell me bye, but you know you want the drama. Me give you love until your body give me data. Tatiana, gonna Tatiana. You tell me bye, but you know you want the drama. Me give you love until your body give me data. Tatiana, gonna Tatiana. She sweet enough, Tatiana, she Tatiana. She big fat, body me a gift flat. Tie you up, but you me bad, but you know you want the drama. Me give you love until your body give me data. Make you sweat, Tatiana, gonna Tatiana. I really should be enough, love it when she roll with your tongue. Make my body go back, body me a gift flat. Tie you up, but you bend over the whoa. Before you look whoa. Make you sweat, make you call on my name while I'm kissing on your neck. I really shoot from your chains, make the fiddle with your tongue. Make my body go insane. Me I keep it contained, but you scream and it's me.
Getting a live version. Muscle up, deep stroke, tunneling your gut. Double touch, got your hands pulling on my lap. When you're back from it, hit you with the rail flush. The rail flush, it's a hard to get 10 o'clock. Hey.
Make your ball and cry like a little kid. Bad girl, me no good innocent. So tell me, can you
handle this? Me no small, me no love like guinea pig. Make your ball and cry like a little kid. Bad girl, me no good and you no innocent. Hey! Tatiana. Yeah, you can be Tatiana. Every girl can be Tatiana. Every girl's a Tatiana for somebody.
Remedy, where did you get Tatiana from?
Tatiana, that was a very big inspiration in my life. That's the easiest way to put it. Yeah, man. Tatiana, that was just.
Oh no!
Tatiana, that was a very big inspiration in my life. That's the easiest way to put it. Yeah, man. So it's a she's just a really good person, good-hearted girl.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, man. So yeah, just little song and that, and yeah.
East London boy.
Yeah, man. Good. She's good inspiration. She's good inspiration. That's the most I can say on that one. I just love music. I'd like to do it the full time. But yeah, man, my dreams is to pretty much be able to retire. My dreams, and that's of course, I want to make it in music. Like, music is my passion. Like, I just love music. I'd like to do it full time. But yeah, man, my dreams is to pretty much be able to retire, go back home, get a nice little place by the sea, and just live out my life.
Oh.
Nah, but I've been to both my countries, and to top it off, which is very lucky, I've been able to go to both countries with like my grandparents as well. So with my Trinidad family and with my Jamaican family. So I've been very fortunate in that aspect. But just when I touched land, I just knew I was home. It just felt like I was home, and that was pretty much it, to be honest. That's my passion and drive for the Caribbean. Like, it's just in my soul. I can just feel it. Yeah.
Give everyone your handle where they can find you, and where they can go and listen to. I'm gonna play out Tatiana the whole tune so that everyone can see it while we say goodbye to
Yeah,
you
so
tonight. You know, I am really grateful for you to come in and share who you are, your music, and you know, as I said, when the EP comes out, as I said to UV guys, because you guys are all interlinked, it'd be really beautiful to get the EP running for a little while, and I'll have you back on a solo show just to find, because by then we're open out. Be good to see where you're getting any shows. I'll be watching very keenly. You know, you're
yeah,
doing some PAs across the UK, which are beautiful. You need to get your music, that track, onto some serious radio stations so that people can hear it. I'm going to be giving it to my brother and a few other DJs to get that
yeah.
track absolutely licked across the airways, because it deserves it. It
Oh, that would be
absolutely,
perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
absolutely
Yeah.
deserves it. So when I finish with you, you're going to send me an MP3, a very clean version MP3, and I'm going to give it.
I've got a clean version. Oh, that would be perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you so
I
much.
don't mind a dirty one, but I need a clean one for like at the other radio station with PRS, and because on this
Yeah,
particular
don't
show,
worry. I've got a clean version.
anyone that comes on here, I will be automatically sending your music, which I don't tell anyone that when I do ask them to come along. I automatically will be sending it on to various DJs to say,
Yeah.
look, these songs are worthy of being played on the radio. Please, can you give them a spin? And I'll keep you in touch to let you know who I've sent it to. But you know,
Thank you. That's perfect.
and you just got to put the work in. Get your, you know, I don't know who your management team is. I love the fact that all you guys from UVM, from Saint and Cali, you guys have been honing your skills.
Oh, thank you. That's perfect. Appreciate that.
Excuse me. You're not copying anyone out there. It's that you're refreshing. You're bringing back a style that I grew up on, and you're reintroducing in that back culture back to a lot of other people who probably have been in drill and grime, and you know what I'm saying. There needs to be something fresh, and I really appreciate UV and yourself, Mr. Remedy. Why have I got a frog in my throat? I really do, and so I'm now be championing you. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys back on the music show, signed or not even signed. It doesn't matter. Keep pumping that music out. I bow to
Thank
you.
you.
I, as a musician, bow and keep putting in the creativity.
Thank you. I bow to you too.
Do you know what I mean? Paint, beautiful creativity, loving the video style, and I'm hoping that I just said to my, you know, to Callie, I'm gonna be in there. I'm gonna get my vocal hook in there somewhere.
Thank you. I bow to you too.
I don't care. My vocal hook is coming in there somewhere, and he just started laughing. I went, yeah, I know I'm an old woman. I'm gonna sit my ass down, but no, seriously. Thank you for coming on. It has been my pleasure to introduce your wonderful music, and I'm going to play your song out. Any words of wisdom to anybody before we leave that you want to shout out to before we take you off air?
Pretty much just keep pushing. Like, whatever your dreams are, don't give up, because I almost gave up, and it was somebody who told me not to give up that made me carry on pushing. And
share that story before you go. Share it.
Share it. Pretty much just keep pushing. Like, whatever your dreams are, don't give up, because I almost gave up, and it was somebody who told me not to give up that made me carry on pushing, and this is where I am now. So definitely do that. What, the story? So basically, I was out with one of my boys in Stevenage, and I met one of his friends from school, and she owns her own dance company, and me and her, we just got talking and talking. She's quite big in the dance industry, and she was just like to me, I think I played her like one of my songs from a couple of years ago, but I wasn't really feeling my music at the time, and she was like, no, this is really good, you should carry on doing it. And yeah, that basically was like the starting force to making me redo my music. She was basically like all the time asking me how it was and like what's going on, when are you next releasing, and yeah, she basically pushed me to get to where I am now. So yeah, I'm thankful to her, because I wouldn't be doing music the way I am. And also Callie was a big driving force. He's like,
I'm proud of him.
somebody, like anytime I come to with a track, he's like, yeah, fam, I like this one. Oh yeah, this one's good. And like, yeah, man. So without Callie, he's like one of my best friends. So yeah, him too, man. He's like a big driving force in my music as well.
It's a beautiful synergy, and
yeah,
may that continue. So I do, as I said, I thank you for sharing that story. And but it's true, because anyone that watches this back, the rewind, they will see that whatever your dreams and aspiration is, don't give up. You know, one like is good enough. One like is good enough. Don't put yourself out there because you aren't getting 5, 6,
Yeah.
7, 20. That one will turn to 2. And that 2 will go to 4.
One share, one comment.
That's all you need. And all it is just being humble, and don't need, you don't need any fandangles. Just let your music breathe and you breathe with it.
One
so
like, one share, one comment. That's all you need.
It's refreshing, is what I have to say.
Yeah.
And long may that continue. Keep me posted. Keep you and Callie keep me posted. I haven't told anyone. Yes, I know Callie very, very well. And so I will be pushing to find out how you guys are getting on. Big up to East London.
Yeah.
Big up to you.
Definitely.
Thank you, Remedy.
I will do.
The Crooklins. Do you know what I'm saying? We're going to play out the show with you before you go. This is Tatiana one more time. Good night, my darling.
Definitely. East London. Yeah. Good night. See you later.
You tell me bye, but you know you what the drama. Make it feel love and your body give me data. Tatiana, Tatiana, you tell me bye, but you know you what the drama. Make it feel love and your body give me data. Tatiana, make it feel love and your body give me data. Body me a gift wrap. Tie you up while you beg me for the wow. Before you lose control, make you sweat, make you call on my name while I'm kissing on your neck. I really shoot from your chain, straight up to do with your tongue. Make my body go insane. Me I keep it contained, but you scream and tie you up while you beg me for the wow. Let me breathe in a one. You lose control, you feel on my knees, but like you call on my name while I'm kissing on your neck. I really shoot from your chain, straight up to do with your tongue. Make my body go insane. Me I keep it contained, but you scream and explain. Papi, please see me, let me breathe in a one. You can stop, see you feel on my knees. Touch your bottom, make your pause in between. Me no want you release to me, mom. This mom is up like you love me. Make your ball and cry like a little kid. Bad girl, when I put down on a innocent. Sometimes we can under this. Me no small, me no fuck like guinea pig. Make your ball and cry like a little kid. Bad girl, me no put down on a innocent. Make your ball and cry like a little kid. Bad girl, me no put down on a innocent. So tell me can you handle this? Me no small, me no fuck like guinea pig. Make your ball and cry like a little kid. Bad girl, me no good and you like my sin. Tatiana, can you love me up? You tell me bad, but you know you with the drama. Big girl loving, big your body, give me data. Tatiana, can Tatiana. Tatiana, can Tatiana. You tell me bad, but you know you with the drama. Me give you loving, big your body, give me data. Tatiana, can Tatiana. Better than Penelope. Me a cruise to your fast telepathically. If you 100 legs like a centipede, that's 100 lengths, let me come the seed. I see your body shake, come me make an earthquake. When you overthrow it back like
just as you, anyone that's now joining us, they've already gone. It was the wonderful Remedy artist, or as he calls himself, the Remedy Cure. And you can hear the music back in the background. This is it for me this weekend. I'm back on Instagram tomorrow. I'm doing another interview, but this time I'm being interviewed for my sins. I'm not sure why people want to interview moi, but I will be interviewed tomorrow on Instagram Live, 3 p.m, talking about mental health awareness as we come to the end of Mental Health Week. Next week, join me back on Thursday, where it's a massive subject that we're going to be covering. It's all about men and women where their body changes and want to know why is their body changing, what's happening to them. Premenopausal, perimenopausal, postmenopausal, and men who are going through midlife crisis. This is on Thursday night, and we've got some really good people and guests who are coming on to actually share their stories and tell us why this is happening to them. And yeah, I'm going to be one of them. I'm getting old. And next week, Friday, back with this time we're doing another fortnightly. This time it's just going to be a music shop show. I have got the most amazing American artists coming through, people that you don't know, brand new artists bringing back the feel of rare groove and soul, brand new rare groove, not old rare grooves, but imitating the rare grooves, slow jams and R&B. But first up, I have Doctor, Mr. the Man, No Drama, my favourite song of 2020 or going to 2021, No Drama. Official Doctor will be on the show next week Friday on the Music Shop Show. This will be the last time on my Valerie Maxfield page. We are leaving Facebook altogether at the end of May. Not that anyone cares, but whee! And we will be officially only on YouTube and on Twitch TV. Officially, I have now got my own Twitch TV channel, and that is where Standing in My Truth will now migrate to, and we're going to leave Facebook and let you lot get on with whatever it is that you do on Facebook. But for those who did tune in and watch the show, thank you. It's great. I've had a great time. All the reruns that was on, please try and watch them before the end of May, because they'll all be taken down off Facebook, so there won't be anything for you to see anymore. And if you are interested in seeing all the new wonderful guests that we've got coming up for the rest of the year, tune in to Standing in My Truth 2810 on Twitch TV, or you can go to Standing in My Truth YouTube channel. See you Thursday, back right here on, where am I? Facebook, YouTube, Mixcloud, Twitch. You can catch me on all those on Thursday, as I said, and on Friday. Oh, no, and on Saturday, guess who I've got? I have got rugby legend Martin O'Fire. Not this Saturday, next week Saturday. Woo! It'd be so good to have the rugby legend on Standing in My Truth. Cannot wait. It's going to be super fabulistic, audacious. In that said, have a wonderful weekend. Have a great week. Next week is, well, the week after is bank holiday, but in the meantime, I'm going to stop waffling. I haven't eaten all day, intermittent fasting, and I've had my hair changed. Bye. Have a great weekend, folks. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Positive affirmations.